although there is no certainty when this pandemic will end, I remain persuaded that we will successfully overcome together. Many of our citizens who were recently self-reliant have been rendered very vulnerable by this pandemic. Many of our citizens are out of work. Many have cars they cannot afford to drive. And many have bills, rents, and mortgages that they simply cannot afford to pay. And while it may be easy to wallow in the valley of despair, we must begin to climb to that mountain of hope. We will gain strength from our many victories while learning from our missteps. We will stay true to our creative and vibrant heritage. We will look out for one another as our brother's keeper. We will put our racial and political differences aside. We will decide once and for all that the only percentage that matters is the 100% of Trinbagonians who call this land home. We are here today discharging our responsibilities to the people of Tobago and by extension to the people of Trinidad and Tobago, to ensure that we bring the necessary legislation that will allow us to manage the Boko Marine Park and other areas that will be designated as marine parks in the future.
Before I go further, I would like to inform the Chief Administrator and my Administrator in Tourism that I will not be reporting to the office today. My office for the day will be somewhere between Storby and Pigeon Point. So anything that is urgent that needs to be signed off, please feel free to send it to the beach. I will try to ensure that it stays dry and it doesn't come back with any sand or anything on it.
The current Prime Minister, and whom I want to suggest is the best person to lead this country at this point in time and has done tremendously well leading us through this pandemic, is in fact a Tobagonian born out of Mason Hall. And I'm saying when we look throughout the country, Tobagonians have done well and Tobagonians continue to do well. am reminded that as a people, we are not only powerful but resilient. We do not cower in the face of adversity, but we stand tall and firm, like these trees with buttressed roots. And similar to the ecology around me, we have the ability to renew and reinvent ourselves and flourish in our new environment.
Of course, it has been no easy task, but I must say that it has been an enjoyable and rewarding experience thus far. For me, it has been a great privilege and honor to serve Tobago as its youngest Chief Secretary in the history of the Tobago House of Assembly. So I'm quite honored to be in this position at this time. And thus far, I am enjoying it, I must say. Serving the people for me has always been a privilege and an enjoyable task. Of course, it has its challenges, but it's something I look forward to on a daily basis. Waking up, being in a position every day to make decisions and take actions in the best interest of Tobagonians.